We all have goals in life. Perhaps your number one goal is retiring someday. Of course, got to figure out how you're going to achieve that goal. Today's Your Dime sponsor, the Wall Street Financial Group, Chief Retirement Strategist and Founder Zach Gray joins me with more. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back.
Let's talk briefly about what you guys do in totality there at Wall Street, and then we'll get a little more specific.
Well, you know, wealth management is a big piece of what we do at our firm. Retirement planning is really kind of the niche when you want to think about that. So a lot of people help with accumulation. We obviously do help with some of that, but a big part of what we do is distribution planning, retirement planning, making sure that we get what we want out of our retirement years.
When you say wealth planning, does it also entail wealth creation? Because I don't have any to plan for yet.
Yeah.
Do you guys do some of both, or do you have to have something to start with?
We don't have any magic wands,
Okay.
but, you know, we do help folks make sure to save for retirement, start to hit those goals that, though they might be 10, 20, 30 years off, obviously, you know, our goal there is to grow the money as best as possible, make sure to protect that to someone's risk need, and that's kind of one of the things we'll talk about today.
Yeah, risk is a big deal, obviously. Nobody wants to lose their life savings or any of it, quite frankly. You want it to keep growing little by little, but I would assume there's always some risk, but your job is to mitigate that.
Yes, right. So everyone's got a different risk tolerance, and everyone has a different income plan. So one of the past segments that we've done together on CI Living was just the fact of understanding where's my income going to come from. I think once you get past that point, most of the time it's coming from our savings, right? And I think that you have to understand how much risk do you want to take. If you have a pension, if you have enough coming from Social Security to be happy, hey, that's all the better. But for a lot of us, we're going to rely on those savings, and we've really got to tailor that to what type of risk do we want to take.
Is it completely dependent on how risk averse a person is, or are there some methods that you use? If you have longer to plan, then you can probably take more risk, I would assume, rather than if it's coming up in 3 or 4 or 5 years, you want to be a little more safe. Is that correct?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it goes without saying, right, that a 20-year-old that's maybe graduating college here at the U of I, they've got a long time. They're in good shape. They can ride some ups and downs of the market. And I often tell folks, you know, think back to 2008, and I say, you know, Tim, do you remember? And you say, yeah, I remember how that went. Didn't go so well. As you start to think about how that looks today, as you get closer to retirement, it's obviously very important to understand how much risk you're taking. And one of the key things that we do is we really look at someone's investment plan and we say, how much risk are you taking? And a lot of times, folks don't really know how much risk they're even taking, you know, to be quite honest.
Yeah, let's talk through sort of how that works. Somebody walks into your office, new client. I know age is part of the factor we've talked about, how risk averse or lack thereof they are. What are some other things that you're talking through as you start to line out a plan for someone's financial?
Well, definitely need to understand where the paycheck's going to come from. I'm assuming you're not showing up here at the set to, you know, not get some sort of paycheck in return. And in retirement, we want to have a paycheck coming too. Once again, most of that's coming from our savings, and then we have to understand how are the investments built. And the ironic part of it is that for many folks, they feel like, I'm not taking that much risk. Well, truth be told, sometimes they are, right? So we are actually able to score them on really a 1 to 100 scale. We use a software program called Riskalyze. It's really neat. And it really kind of just shows them, you know, kind of on this scale, how risky are they? And sometimes it's ironic. Some folks say, you know, I think I'd be about maybe a 4 on a 10 scale, or I'm a fairly conservative person. Or some folks think, hey, I can take some risk because I've got some time. And I think it's interesting to kind of score that, show them their performance, and really start to understand, does that risk fit them? Because for many folks, if they're a couple years away from retirement, it might not make sense to be jumping off the deep end with risk.
I would assume I know the answer to this question, but I'll ask it anyway. Is there ever a bad time to start? Too young, too old?
No. Anytime you can start planning, all the better. Obviously, I urge folks to do it the younger that they possibly can. And then, yes, they can take more risk. Once again, as we get closer to retirement, we really need to hone in on how much risk we're taking, because we don't want to see those big ups and downs.
Right. Zach, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Very helpful information as always. We'll connect you with all of it. There's a look at their website right there on your screen, but you can go to CILiving.tv for more as well.